What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's been good. But today we're going to jump back in the Polaris. So I've made some, actually I'd say a lot of progress. Didn't film a whole lot, or if I did, it just wasn't that great. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how far I've gotten. So, we'll start out with the exhaust. So, both the head pipes I had a crack in one of the pipes. This one was the easiest to fix, so I ground it out. Welded, the crack was probably about yay big, welded that shut. Ended up painting it, repainted the heat shield, and then put some header wrap. That's temporary. I will have to, at some point, probably need another front half of the header, so we'll see where that is. But that should help from burning yourself. And then I did a DG slip-on pipe. Just mounts up in the factory location. Has really good clearance everywhere. That was like 270 bucks. Well worth it though. Really, it fits really well. And DG's been around a long time, so that's why I went with them. I got the new rear brake master installed and adjusted. Got that all bled. Let's see what else. The fuel tank, I got that dealt with. The pepcock valve was super corroded. It wouldn't even turn. So I got a new one of those. The tank's all been cleaned. The new intake manifold's on. Carburetor's been clean. And I put in some new jets for the exhaust. And I did realize when whoever had this before, because the bike ran super rich, they had the main and the pilot swapped around, so you'd get a ton of fuel at the idle and lower half the throttle than nothing when you need it. So I got that figured out, that all swapped around. Got the airbox all mounted. I had to make a new bracket because I was missing one. And then the actual, the intake tube was broke. There's another coupling that usually goes here, but I had a 2 to 3 inch coupling, so that was easy fix. Just pulled that out some of my Honda stuff. All the wiring's kind of snugged up away. I got the new coil wire. I put a new chain slide on with a used roller from the Tri-Z. Got the chain all figured out. Bled the rear brake. I still got to fix the light. We'll get there. And let's see. I'm trying to think what else I've done. I guess that's really it so far. Did get the throttle housing. Oh, and I got a new switch here. But other than that, it's kind of where we're at with that. Oh, I did. Oh, and this, I guess the big one you can see is I took all the graphics off, polished the plastic up, and then fixed it with a good old-fashioned zip ties. And then I did the same with the front. Took everything off. I mean, they're pretty beat up, but you know, it is what it is. And then I got the side panels painted in a semi-gloss black. They're just spray painted with some Rust-Oleum. So how about we go ahead and fire it up real quick so you guys can hear what it sounds like with the new exhaust and all that. And then I'll get on to putting everything back together. I didn't film a lot of this because it's just kind of boring stuff. And really, I just want to get out and be able to go ride it. So hopefully after today, I'll be able to put it around the block. And then hopefully next weekend, we'll head out to the coast, but we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and open the garage door. We'll get it fired up so you guys can hear what it sounds like with the DG exhaust. on to the bigger problem. I already did one tire, but these don't hold air. I got that one all fixed up, but I'll show you what I did to get this one. Or we'll figure out where the air leaks and stuff are. So I went ahead, went to Harbor Freight and bought one of their tire changer dismantle manual ones. They're like 50 bucks. Didn't really want to buy it unless I really needed it, and I've been wanting to get one for a while, so I figured it's just time to pull the bullet or pull the trigger and get one, because I'll use it for other things. But let's go ahead and figure out where we got the air leaking out of this tire. Alright, so we got that up to 20 pounds. Open the door for some more. Let's go ahead and move this over here. We'll spray some. This is just glass cleaner. So this side you can see where we have our leak at, right along this edge here. All right, let's go ahead and flip it over and see if we got anything over here. Yep, I can already see a couple. We got one over here and one there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the air out of the tire. I'll set you up on something, and we'll get these wheels or this tire dismounted. All right, so that wasn't the easiest thing to do. It's a little laborious, a little sweaty, but it gets the job done, and I don't have to pay somebody, so it'll pay itself off eventually. But I got the wheel off. I just kind of blew it out, but there was definitely, you can still see a little bit of the sand that's covered here and just what I'm pulling off my underside of the bead. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all really clean. Scuff the surface up with some Scotch-Brite, and then I'll hit it with some bead sealer. But let me get the tire cleaned up and we'll go from there. All right, so I got the beads all cleaned off, got rid of all the sand, did what I need to do to clean them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this extra seal bead sealer. I originally got this for my sandrail because I needed it, but this should work with this. You just spread it around the bead. It's a little messy, but it wipes away pretty easy. Just get it all up in there. More the better. And then I like to take a little bit and just run it along the inside of the bead here. Then we'll flip it over. And we'll do the same on this side. Got a nice solid bead all the way around. So we'll go ahead and put the valve stem back in. All right. See if we can get this thing to take some air. All right. Bazinga. Get this thing to about 20 pounds. And we'll see if I did a good enough job on sealing it up. I guess the real test will be tomorrow when I let it sit overnight. But let's see if we got any leaks over here. Not seeing anything too exciting here. Soap and water would probably be a better mixture, but right now I just have the glass cleaner. Works just as good. All right, I call that a success. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other wheel thrown on, and I think we'll be ready to take it outside and really see what it's looking like now that it's all finished up and pretty much ready to ride. All right, so it's time to take a look at the finished product. Just looking at it, I need to lower the front suspension a little bit, but ignore that for right now. But here she is outside. All cleaned up from her former glory. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. Quite a transformation. It's about 3-4 weeks worth of work, and a few $100 later, it's up and ready to go. So I'd like to end it off there. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.